Hello, hello. Apologies for the delay. Yeah, let's get right into it, cause delay, yeah. Okay. The good thing here is that a lot of them share effects. So even though it's like 10 cards, 8 pendulums, each one has 5 effects, a lot of them are shared between them, so I only have to test them once essentially, or work on them once, and then we just copy paste it, right? Okay, so first up, alpha. Okay, so that's the shared pendulum effect. Hey man, can I ask a ruling question on this here? You can. The primary object of the stream is to work on the cards, but you can ask a question. I'll do my best to answer. Okay, it's a master space, place a counter. So that's the one with the common effect. Okay. Counter, and the procedure. Okay, just set a counter. Okay. This most likely works. It's not 100% correct, but it's like a small detail thing. Probably I'm gonna copy the harmonica. Handling. So the point is, the way this is scripted right now, anytime the flip happens, it's gonna immediately put a counter on it. Now, if that happens outside of a chain, so for example, you flip someone or battle, that's perfectly fine. However, if it happens in the middle of a chain, the more correct way is to apply the counter at the end of the chain link, when a chain link finishes resolving. So you text the event, and then here it checks if we're not resolving, just add a counter. If we are in the middle of a chain, make a new effect that adds the counter when the current chain link resolves. Now I don't think there's because the only card that cares about Sinquisition counters is the field spell, so probably there's no interaction where it's actually relevant at the moment, but for future prefing we're gonna do it this way. Now we don't need the extra stuff with the event here, that's for other stuff. It's for the field spell, for the harmonica field spell. Just need this. And we're gonna alter it a little bit. Like this part is gonna be the same. And then here we add the Sinquisition counter, and then this is also gonna just do the same. And other than that, it should be okay. Chain solved, P-zone, put a counter, resets, and then we set E1 just in case. Okay, that's probably fine. Okay, what's the question? When you summon using the first effect on all the masters, do you have to reveal the master you're summoning? No. Most likely you don't have to. There is a card already. The Subterra link. Behemoth, sorry. Behemoth. Yes. During your main phase, you can send one master in your deck to the graveyard, and if you do spell summon one master from your hand in face down defense position to your zone this card points to. So that's the only effect I could find. It was also a trap, where you can summon anything from your hand face down. It doesn't have any specific properties. Doesn't need to have any specific properties. Anyway, she has a ruling in her also G database page that says that you don't have to reveal the monster. So going based off that, I'm gonna guess that same thing here, spell summon monster from your hand face in defense position. Again, you are not going to reveal the monster. I forget what the trap is called. It was like Each player. Major riot. Then it's placed on most behind phase in the first position. I forget if this has a ruling. I'm dropping some frames because internet bad. Okay, it's probably back now. I'm dropping some. Internet's being kind of bad today for some reason. Well, I have an idea why, but I can't do much about it. Anyway, thank you. Been arguing. Yeah. I didn't see any arguments, but there was. I'm in like a ruling kind of judge group or whatever, and somebody else wanted to ask the question, and we found he thought about major writer, so I guess doesn't have any rulings. And then I found Indus, and she does have it, so most likely it's gonna work that way. Generally speaking, if you're going to do like summon something face down, or set something a spell trap face down, or add a card to the hand, and the card doesn't need to have any specific properties, like being part of an archetype or a specific type or whatever, then generally speaking, you don't need to reveal it. So similarly for the Labyrinth girls, Ariana and Ariana, or set one spell trap from your hand. From your hands, but yeah, if you apply this effect to set spell trap, you don't have to reveal it. Even if it's an artifact, if it's an artifact monster or a toy soldier or whatever, you don't need to reveal it. But if it said set one normal trap, then you need to reveal it. Anyway, back to this. Okay, so the counter thing. Okay, and then this is the other pendulum effect that's shared between the level ones. So you pay 900, reveal 3 cards, your opponent picks 1. Again here, that's another example actually. Because you reveal the 3 cards, your opponent picks 1 and you get to your hand, and the other goes to your deck. The one you add to the hand, you don't have to reveal it. Again, it's another example here. I think Ting can work the same way, although Ting can sense the graveyard, so you can infer which one was added to the hand, but you don't need to show the one that was added to the hand, technically speaking. Anyway, so hand search, ignition, hard ones per turn, 900. Let's see, reveal 3. One picks 1 randomly. It goes to the hand and deck shuffle. Okay, that seems fine. At a glance, okay. If it's good, we don't have to change anything on the rest of the cards too, so that's nice. Okay, special. So then we have the special summon effect. And then we have the one that flips themselves up, where the condition changes, but the effect itself is the same on the level ones. And then they do something when they're flipped, which is unique to each one, I guess. Okay, reveal scan your hands, press someone. Thanks man, I have to head off, but I hate you with it. Thanks. It's okay. Is running so critical? Or how to play them? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be important because obviously each one of them has a different condition, especially the big ones too, right? They have a different condition for what they need to get flipped up and stuff, so it's important. It would help a lot if the opponent does not know which one is which, so they don't know which one to specifically target or avoid targeting or whatever, right? Okay, reveal. Where are we? Ignition hand, not once per turn. New viewer here, what language is Edo in? I assume you mean programming. The client is C++. The core, which handles like the basic, quote-unquote basic, operations of the duel, is also C++. The card scripts are Lua. I have if you do support for this deck, will let you pen some of them face down or something. Yeah, potentially. I wouldn't be surprised. It would be kind of interesting, to be honest. Although I also like the fact that they all scale 0, so you cannot pendulum summon without including other stuff. Okay, cost to reveal, and this is gonna be the restriction probably. You cannot spell summon except in face down. Okay, let's go through the actual effect first, and then we check the condition. Got room, copy special summon, sand, face down defense, pick something. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. And the cost is the condition essentially. Got special summon, defense. Oath, very nice. So if the activation is negated, you're not restricted. Some plus face and defense. I wonder if this there might be something this doesn't work 100%. We might have to use forced special summon position instead of cannot special summon. We'll test it and we'll figure it out. Because what this does here is, if post face down defense is included in the summon position, or rather if it's not included, you cannot summon that monster, right? That in that specific instance. But there's the possibility of it being included, but then also face up being included, something like spell summon face up or face down defense position. In that case, you should be able to do it, but forced to do it in defense, in face down defense. So that might be a scenario where we need to be careful about. There should be a custom activity, yeah. Position face down, we might need to change that to summon position. Or wait, there's no summon position. I was thinking about summon location, that's probably fine. So that's if you spell summon something that's not in face down defense, you cannot, after that, you cannot activate the effect. The restriction works retroactively in that way. Okay, we'll test the force thing, and then we'll figure it out. When you activate a master effect in the hand, quick, change the set card to face up defense, and use search. Hand search, quick, set available, so it activates while it's face down, chaining, master zone, opponent, master effect, digging location is the hand, okay. Cost change to face up defense, and the search should be pretty straightforward. Enneacraft, anything from your deck. Okay. You can even search themselves. Okay, and then the unique effect is the flip. This guy's flip face up, destroy much opponent controls. Okay. Destroy. Trigger. It's mandatory, even flip. Don't need to truly here. Select, destroy. The only thing I'll change here is I need to group so it works with stuff like Stardust Dragon or whatever. I'm so confused on how the face down monster is able to trigger on the opponent's cards. Is it like how a set spell is able to know when to act? I see I'm dropping frames again, because of course. I mean, it's a little peculiar, but there's precedence for this from like a long time ago. Big shit Gardner. When spell is activated like it's face down card, quick, change face up and negate. So I mean, it works because it just works. There's not much of an answer, to be honest. It works because the effect says it works. There's a couple more. There's a Materasso. When you apply physical attack, it face a monster. And there's also Deus Explorer, probably. People know him. Know this one more than Amaterasu. Negate activation and has an effect after it gets flipped. Okay, so yeah, it's very rare. I mean, I think other than Big Shit Gardener, there's Mid Shit Gardener, or not. Yeah, the text is old, but I think it works the same way as Big Shit Gardener. But yeah, I think there might not even be any other card actually for. Maybe I'm not remember exactly, but anyway. Okay, so we need to start testing this now. Okay. There's some monsters with face up, basic counter, so we just need to set and summon. Research. We can just use himself. Shuffle back. Okay, reveal special summon. We need to test the summon position thing. Monster effect in the hand. We have Silent Wobby. Actually, we also have this. We flip it face up and we search a card. And if it's face up, we pop a monster. Okay. Okay, let's do some of the basic testing first. And then we'll see. Okay, random spell. Set. So let's attack, for example. Oops. I clicked me into. Oops. Flip summon. Okay, it's got a counter. Okay, 900. Reveal these three. The opponent looks at them and one gets random. Yeah, okay. Okay, so these two should be fine. I want to test the chain thing too. So we need a Book of Tayo. Okay, very nice. And then special summon. So reveal, and then we pick something. Get special face down. It's not shown. And now we should have the restriction, so we cannot special summon this, we cannot special summon this. Okay. So the general version seems to work. And if I special summon this first, face up, then I cannot do the hand effect anymore. Okay, then we need the opponent to use something from the hand. Okay. So activate this, and then we can chain. When you activate Mass Effect in the hand, quick, it gets flipped, and we search. Okay, this resolves, and then oh, this can trigger too. Right, this triggers to destroy. Destroy one massive controls. Okay. Okay, so everything seems okay. We just need to test the position thing I was talking about. So let me edit. I'm gonna edit Silent Wobby's script and make him summon in face up or face down defense. Let's say you get to pick. There's probably other cards too, but there's no point looking for them. Okay, so if I do this, I should be able to pick now, like so. So let's say I pick face down. I should be able to do it. Okay, that's correct. Now, if I use this first, then I should be able to only pick face down. That's the idea. See, I cannot do it. Although wait, I forgot to add it. I should include this on the right in the activation check. So I can do it, and I can pick face up. See, so that's where the this restriction is slightly wrong. We need to use the forced position thing. In paper play, would the reveal 3 be similar to my friend purely? I show 3 to the opponent shuffle, but don't show the selected card. Let me read my friend purely again. Yes, you do not show the one you add to your hand. It's the same as my friend purely. Okay, forced position. Goes on mats and stuff. Use this. Very cool. Force is special summon only. Yes. Player target. Values the position. And then target is probably what is affected. Gets the attributes, yeah. But target here is everything, so. Okay, let's see like this. Okay, so we activate this first. Okay, there was no choice this time. That's the point. But before I do it, there's gonna be a choice. Okay. And I can summon this one. Okay. Now we want to be precise. This should say face down defense, not face down. Not that, you know, summoning face up, face down attack is a thing, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so let's undo the stuff on Wobby. We don't need this. Okay, it's time flip. Put a counter. 900 shuffle 3. Okay, no. Reveal, special summon, restriction. Your box has a massive in the hand. Flip, search. You flip, destroy. Okay. So this one is good to go. Don't let me fill up these slots so that I can now do middle click and you go here right away. Otherwise, if you do middle click right now, it'll go here. Okay. Vita. Now we need to copy paste the shared parts first. Okay, so that's the counter. In the reveal 3 effect, I think. Reveal 3 search, I don't think I changed anything, no. Excuse me. And then we need to update this as well. The restriction. See. Okay, and then the rest is not shared, like the details. So what's different here? The condition for the quick. When you activate a card effect that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck. Okay, so it's like a Aizaβ.LEON kind of condition. Category search or draw. Get operation info possible. That should be the same check as Aizaβ.LEON and whatnot. Or you know, the domino strap. Yeah, domino spurs, yeah. I assume Hatter scripted this. Actually, he scripted all the pendulums. I assume he copied from a card that has the same exact conditions, so it should be okay. But I'm just taking a look, you know, to be certain. And what's the flip effect? Banish one random card from your opponent's hand face up until the end phase. Trigger. Again, it's mandatory. Category remove. Face up, is on temporary. That should be fine. Okay. So really we only need to test the condition for the quick and the flip effect. So the point is to use a search effect. Let's see. I'll just add more copies of this. Okay. Okay, set. And then we will use a pendulum effect. It's a search effect, so I can flip this. Oh, and the point, actually that's kind of cool. The point is the opponent's going to search now, and after the search this triggers to banish. It is random of course, but and now this triggers and something is banished. Okay. And then in the end phase it should go back. Okay. Very nice. I guess similarly, this guy triggers when you activates monster effect in the hand and then destroys a monster. So if the monster effect in the hand special summons itself, or special summons the monster, then this triggers immediately and pops it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Vita also done, because I mean everything else is shared. Position. Let's turn on the pendulum effect. Okay. And then we have this one, which is the 6th one. That's a weird character. Okay, again, we copy. Counter. And the restriction. Okay. So what's the unique stuff here? Activates a card effect that includes an effect special summons a monster. Okay, so you do that with 4B. Flip, search. And if it's flipped, negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. Okay. Will be summoned on the wrong side, so it doesn't quite work. But I guess we could just do. I was gonna say unexpected die, but that summons a normal monster. Emergency teleport. And my boy Krebons. But let's look at the code as well. So the opponent activates something that has category spell summon. And then the negation. Negate the effects of one effect master your opponent controls until the end of the turn. Select a negatable monster, negate effects until the end of the turn. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it needs to be an effect monster though. Till the end of this turn. Silly Geminis. So this will be true for a Gemini monster. That's currently a normal monster. But this should not be able to select that. We're getting a lot of flip support lately, and these are flipping, and they seem actually pretty decent. So when are we gonna get good Gemini support? Okay, so the opponent needs to use nice teleport. Okay. Gets past my teleport, but yeah. Okay. Blue guy down as well. So that's the last. This is the last one of the level ones. oknirIA. Okay, again we need to copy stuff. Let's probably flip this again, so might as well. The restriction. Okay. It's down here. Okay, so what's the unique stuff? Condition. About the card effect. The card effect in the graveyard or banishment. Okay. Clown. Opponent. So up. It doesn't have to be a monster effect. A card effect. Monster effect is only for this. Yeah. Card effect. Yeah. Okay, so we remove the monster effect check. Triggering location is greater banish again. Okay, and then the flip effect. This guy's flip face up, shuffle up to 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard and or banishment into the deck. Select is able to deck, grave or banished up to 3. Necro Valley filter. So that if Necro Valley is applying, you cannot select something from the graveyard. Put them in the deck. Okay. Seems fine. Now to test the up to part, I'm gonna change this I'm gonna make Foolish Burial level 2. Didn't trigger. Is the triggering location check not right? Oh wait, I don't have. I need to have something to search. Silly me. There we go. The fact that you search as well when they get flipped up is kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, so level 1s are done. Gonna do this on Foolish Burial. Is my chat like not working, or is nobody saying anything? I guess maybe nobody's saying it. That's fine. Okay. Let me grab a bite. I got some watermelon here. Just don't push to that Foolish Burial alteration, yeah. Don't worry. It's scripted in individual files, so for that to happen, I would have to upload the script for Foolish Burial as well, which I have no reason to because I'm not editing it. So, but yeah. Okay, and then we go to the big guys. Okay. Now again, they share the counter effect. The other pendulum effect is new, but they all share it. All the big guys share it, so that's another one that we only need once. The reveal spell summon face down restriction is the same as the little ones. The flip face up thing is the same. Generally, cost is the same, but the condition what it does is unique. And they have another unique effect. Okay. Let's start with the shared stuff again. As always, we need to copy the counter thing. Okay. And the restriction. Okay. Now let's take a look at the other pen effect. At the end of the battle phase, if you have an Enneacraft in your outer pen zone, Tyrant must open controls with less attack than this card, destroy it. And they'll have 3000, so you can target a lot of stuff. Filter your target. End of battle, P zone, it's technically once per turn, soft once per turn. Has with less attack, not less, so we call it less attack. So -1 here, okay. Face up attack, on the side, target it, destroy it. Okay, that seems fine. And the condition, pendulum zone, not this card, it's in the, okay, exists and it's in the, okay, that seems fine. So that one seems okay. And then the quick. When you activate a card effect in response to the activation of your card effect, flip this face up. Return up to 3 cards on the field to the hand. That's actually cool that you can return your own cards too, because you might wanna reuse them, or you want to put the scales back in your hand or whatever to protect them. It could be quite versatile. Okay, so condition. We have high chain, and you are the previous chain link, and the opponent just activates something. Okay, that seems fine. Able to hunt on the field. Select up to 3. Send the hand. Okay, seems okay. And then lastly, after this guy was flipped face up, what's in the master zone? This time the card is out here. Okay. Okay, so this checks for being flipped up. Puts a flag on the card. And then if it has the flag, it does the burn, I assume. Here's an effect. It's on the opponent's hand. To your opponent's hand by their card effects. Counts how many. Okay, I see how you did it. And then on chain solved, you do the damage. Okay. Well, it's not correct. It's not correct. First of all, the main problem is it's doing the damage only on chain link resolution. However, it's possible to add by a card effect to the hand without an activate effect. For example, Bestial Magnemut, probably a lot of people know. It triggers on summon, and then in the end phase you add. That's considered add by effect. But in the end phase it doesn't activate again, so it's on the new chain link. So it's not gonna work for that case, for example. There's many others too, but you know. That's one thing. The other thing is I wanna put a flag on the... Not a flag, sorry. A hint on the monsters saying that, oh, this was flipped face up, so that it's clear. Like this. So that both players know that this is the one. Because if this, let's say there's 2 of these, one of them was flipped face up, the other was not flipped face up. You need to know which one is applying the effect, right? Okay, I'm gonna put this first. Okay, and then how are we gonna do the actual effect? I think the logic is gonna be similar to how we do the counters. So it's gonna detect the event, and then depending on whether it's outside or inside of a chain, we proceed accordingly. So basically we're gonna copy this, but instead of adding a counter, it's gonna do the damage. Pretty much. So here we do damage here. We do damage here. I think that's the way to go. Now damage for each. Oh, okay, that's a little more complicated. Because if an effect adds multiple cards at different timings, you need to track all of them. Okay, that's a little annoying. It's not for each. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did something similar for another card, but I can't remember which one. Or maybe one of the trickstars. Actually, it's exactly the same. I mean, the condition is a little different, but what does this do? Okay, continues. Okay, so the idea is similar. So maybe chain solved. Okay, so actually this is the same except for it doesn't handle the chain. So actually just copying this part should be enough. Sorry, not here. Here. Shit. Oh, you know that Hatter copied. Actually, never mind. Sorry, that was me copying it. My bad. I left the 900. I left the 200 here. Okay. Okay, that's probably fine then. I just wanna rename. These. Okay, I want to look at the strings. This is gonna be 3. And we don't need this. Okay. Let's test it. Should be back. Okay. Lost connection for a moment. Okay, so we're gonna add some filter so terraforming works. For the last effect. Okay, we need the opponent to change something, so we'll just do MSD. It doesn't matter where it is. Add a bunch of cards to the hand. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first of all, the pendulum effect. End of the battle phase, either battle phase. Terra must see your point controls. Okay. Okay. And it's a soft one button, so you could do it on the other side as well. If there was another target, of course. Okay, now we need the opponent to chain something. Got some itself is down. Or whatever the other copy, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, deactivate something. Not that cool. The scale. So activate the scale. I change the stay. They change the stay. And I can change this now. Okay. Flip. And I can return up to 3. Goes up to the 100. Of course, you cannot return the below just activated. So I'm gonna say just this. Okay, now this is flipped face up, so the last effect is applying. So every time the opponent gets a card to their hand, they take 900. Okay. I should do the same thing I did with Blueberry and make this add more than 1. Just need to flip it up. Battle is faster. So if I add all 3. Okay. Okay, so battle phase. Reveal. Restriction. All that stuff should be worked fine because it's shared. Okay. Undo the farming. And the tiger. Sorry, what the fuck? It's a lion. The lion. The tiger. What? The lion is done. Okay. So once again, copy the shared effects. I need the counter. The battle phase thing, it was just a small detail here. Oh, the restriction. Right. I almost forgot. Okay. Upon activate a card effect that targets a card you control is the condition this time. So the opponent, targeting flag. You flip up, negate that effect, then you can banish a random card from your opponent's hand face down. Okay, there's at least 1 card on your field amongst the targets. Okay. Negate the effects, then you can banish. I just noticed a typo. It says opponent's hand. Okay, negate. And then if there's something to banish face down, the player says yup. There's also the, I forgot to copy the hint on the monster. Random, banish face down. Okay. Where is it? This. Again, I'm dropping energies. Okay, I want to flip the order here, though it's not very important. It's just preference. Oops. B. After flip face up, what's in the master zone? Your opponent cannot target cards in the field or graveyard with card effects. That's actually like a really strong effect. Field or graveyard cannot be targeted by your opponent's effects. Okay. Okay, the strings. I want to check the strings. 3. And then the restriction is 4. And the yes no should be 5. Because the banish is optional. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what do we need to test? We need to test the last two effects. Pretty much everything else is the same. Okay, your opponent activates something that targets you. Your card, I mean. You flip it up, negate, banish hand. And after it's fifth face up, the opponent cannot target graveyard or failed with card effects. So I'll just give the opponent 2 offerings. Where did I put independence? Okay. It works even if it itself is targeted or if something else is targeted. That's nice. So it's flipped up. Negate. And then hopefully not this. God dang it. RNG doesn't wanna. RNG. You know what I'll do? Exile Force. So now it's impossible that both of them get banished. Although I could just say no on the banish, yeah. That's also a possibility, of course. But anyway, yeah, you cannot activate this. And Exile Force got banished. Okay. If I pass a couple of turns for Master Bone, I can test the create as well. See, I can do it, that's fine. And the opponent cannot. That's nice. Okay. Okay, so this one's also done. Then we go to the whale. Now this one triggers on flip, so it doesn't need the flag thing. But we need to copy the other stuff. So we put the counter. Okay, yeah, that's the same. Okay, we apply this card effect on the field during your turn. A little specific, but it's not that crazy. Flip, negate the activation, and if you destroy. Okay, destroy. So it's your turn, the opponent. You're not checking, it's on the field. Right, with the card effect on the field, yeah. So we need to check the triggering location. Okay. Triggering location includes the field. Flip up. Get activation. NGP to destroy. Okay, very nice. And then when it gets flipped, mandatory trigger, possession change. Change all monsters upon control to face the defense position. Monsters changed, cannot change their battle positions. It's pretty strong. Then set, change to face down. Cannot change battle position. Okay. Okay. Still a bit the strings. Order restriction. Yeah, that seems correct. Okay. The second looks really cool. Yes, I agree. It looks pretty cool. Plus the gameplay, I mean, and the art. It's pretty nice. Okay, so we need the opponent to use something on the field. And then when it gets flipped up, it like Book of Eclipse or Floodgate Drop Hole, you know. Okay, so that should be pretty easy to test. New pendulum cards, yes. New pendulum market. Might be a small inaccuracy here. If something's already face down, it shouldn't be affected by the cannot position. Let's see. Oops. Okay, well, that didn't work. It's with the card replay on the. Oh, during your turn, so I'm dumb. I completely forgot about that part. Poison of the old man. Okay, it didn't get affected. Maybe because it was face down. Well, whatever. It works. This one cannot change. Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay. Okay, because it was face down already, so this was false, so it was not part of the group. Okay, that should be fine then. Should be okay. Okay, so we only have the scorpion from the monsters. And then we go to the spells. Okay, again, we need to copy stuff. Sounds like I'm complaining, but actually it's very, very convenient. That I don't have to test 25 effects or whatever. It's only 10 effects or something. Okay. Destroy here. Okay, and then the flag thing. The description is wrong, right? Yeah, it's semi-sensitive. 900. So it's a variation of the lion. Yeah. Probably it's gonna need the same handling as the lion, to be honest. Okay, let's let's look at the quick effect first. We participate a card effect that will destroy a card on the field, so it's Star's Dragon. Well, the battle thing is not relevant because you cannot do it in the demo step anyway, which does remind me that you can do this one in the demo step. So this action, because it gets activation, so this one is to have the flags, demo step. Demo skull. And this one, although maybe it's face down, it's not a super battle, that's impossible, so. Okay. Back to this. Okay, that's the Star's Dragon. Because Star's Dragon gets activation, it has a battle destruction check. This one doesn't. Just plus the protection. Yeah. So monsters and Enneacraft spells you control cannot be stopped by card effects for the rest of the turn. So anything on your field that's in the master zone, or it's a face-up spell and it's Enneacraft. Okay. It'll be destroyed. Okay. The only thing is, I'm thinking you probably cannot apply this multiple times. In the same time, I mean, because it doesn't affect all the things you currently control. It applies for the rest of the turn, so on everything for the rest of the time, even stuff that gets summoned later or whatever. So yeah, anyway, this looks fine. Again, the damage thing. After it was flipped face up. It's not 900 for each, it's 900 flat. So it's a little different than the lion, okay. So event to grave. Each time a monster is sent to your opponent's grave, it doesn't matter how, okay. monster, the opponent side, deal 900, okay. Okay, let's check the strings. This one should be 3, and then 4 on the restriction, and then there should be 5 then. And there's nothing else, okay. Okay, the opponent needs to use something that will destroy cards. Say Dark Hole, I guess. Or MST or whatever. And then the graveyard thing is shouldn't be that difficult. So they activate Dark Hole. Counter, okay. Okay, so apply the protection. Can restore by card effects. And this can be destroyed, but this should be able to be destroyed. Okay. And now if a monster goes to their graveyard, they take 900. Okay. Okay. Seems alright. Let me test if this gets protected fine. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay. 900, nice. Cannot do it. I'm gonna spell some of them in. Okay. So we're finished with the monsters. Very nice. Okay, we got the 2 spells and then we're done. Let me eat some more of my watermelon. Nice. Okay, nice. So all the pendulums were scripted by Hatter. The spells were scripted, both of them, by Eerie. So this may be interesting. We're gonna see different style of scripting. Also, Eerie's scripts is probably gonna be a little more old style, old school, because he's not as active anymore. That's fine though. I'll update it. Okay. So this guy's always dressed in Enneacraft card. That's nice. Eerie always puts the spaces here for some reason. I don't know if it's a copy paste thing or what. It doesn't place the counters, but it does mention them. So we need to change that slightly. Yeah, counter list. Counter place list is what this guy would look at. Add one card from that you hand has an effect that places a counter. So if they make something like this for Enneacraft, you cannot add this one, but you cannot add any of the monsters. Okay. So the always treated is in the database, so nothing on the script side for that. That's the simple activate effect, doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything on activation. Okay, once per turn during the end phase, remove all Sinquisition counters from your field. If you do 900 damage for each, you can only use it to the final phase. Okay, that's so. Okay, put this at the top. And if you do immediately, like I said, the old school type of script that this is damage to hand or P-zone. There's no actual description of the effect. Anyway, 0. We're flipping the order here. It's mandatory, end phase, field zone, soft ones per turn. And the functions. I'll move them up here. Okay. We don't need this anymore. Okay, get counter. Remove all of them. And if you do 900 for each you removed. Okay, that seems alright. Card once per turn on this. On the other two, okay. Okay, so you can target any number of Enneacraft pendulum monster cards you control. So that works for both monsters and pendulum scales. Or in a spell trap zone or anything. Return them to the hand. So as another thing, I mentioned earlier, Lion can return your own cards. This obviously is built into the archetype. So you can change your scales. Let's say you only have level 1 scales, you want to change to level 9 scales or vice versa. Or you put them back in your hand and then you use the hand effect again to spell summon face down. Essentially resetting them so that you can reuse their flip effects and the opponent doesn't know which one is which. Target ignition. So you target any number. Okay. You control them. It's on your field. Face up Enneacraft. Original type pendulum, so it's pendulum monster cards, able to house. Seems okay. Okay. And then the other effect. If an Enneacraft pendulum control is flipped face up during the main phase. Optional trigger. You can return to the hand or place in your pendulum zone one of them. It's one of them things. It's annoying. Okay, first things first. Delay doesn't miss timing. Gotta go to hand. Flip trigger O. Kill zone. Chronos per turn. Condition is the main phase. If an Enneacraft spent on the monster you control is flipped face up. Okay. Obviously it's face up, it was just flipped. You need to check it's now face up. And then obviously it's in the master zone because it was just flipped. Although technically, I mean, if it's flipped and destroyed immediately, acid trap hole. This shouldn't trigger because it's not in the master zone anymore, so that's probably okay. I forgive you for that one. So you control it, Enneacraft pendulum, and you can add it to the hand or you can place it. That's fine, but I'll do this first. Oops. Okay. It's not exactly wrong, but the main problem here is the one of them thing. We need to do some special handling for that. It's a bit annoying. Okay, so one of the more recent cards that does this is one of the Lunar Lights. I can remember. Gold or silver, I think it's gold. You can target one of them, yeah, that's one. Okay, so I need this tracking thing. Coincidentally, it's also E3. Zone. Event flip. And then this is gonna be custom. And then this register thing is what it's going to do the check for the monsters. So we filter this, put the flags or whatever, yeah. Raise event. So then the condition will be reduced to just the main phase check. Although, I guess the condition needs to be checked here, then that makes more sense. Okay. And then the actual effect that activates needs to do this. Effects again. Something like that. Yeah, the flag is okay. Now we pick on resolution again as normal, but whereas this one like targets, but it's besides the point. Actually, what we should do is this. And then we are going to create a relation with these cards. Yeah, something like that. So we need to pick a resolution. By the time it resolves, things might have changed. Maybe, okay, I'll just do target cards, actually, it's easier. For this particular case, I'll do set target card. I guess it should be filter select. Yeah. You need to select one that you can actually add to your hand or place. Okay. What's this false thing here? It's kind of random. Okay, I'm hoping it's fine. We'll see it in action. Although, wait, maybe some label object thing. No, okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, remove. I'm dropping frames again. Okay, it's back. That was quick. Okay, it says reconnected. Should be okay. Okay, we need Sinquisition counters. First thing. This time master split base up. So they each gain one. And this gets flipped. One more. Okay, so I should remove 4. And do the damage. Okay. Okay. So that works fine. It's during the end phase, so okay. The opponents as well. Manually removing them is a little annoying, but I don't think there's another way at the moment. I'll just leave it as this for now. I don't think there's a way to. I don't think there's a way to make it automatic. We'll see. I think I'll maybe check it later, but yeah. Okay, and then the return. That's easy. Okay. line 81. Oh, there's a parameter missing here. Spell, normal summon. Okay, so I can target any number, let's say both. Boom, boom, okay. And then if an aircraft is flipped face up during the main phase, hit turn to the hand or place one of them. Okay, so let me special summon both. Face down. It's mandatory to trigger, but there's no counters. Okay. This controller error probably didn't pass TP somewhere. 91. Oh yeah. Stick CTP here. Because the Lunar Light was using E in the filter as well. But this one doesn't, so. Let's try again. Okay, it didn't trigger at all. Why did it not trigger? Type pendulum. Delay. Oh, needs to be single. Right, okay. Single events, single arrays, so it needs to be single effect. This is like little details with the custom effects I need to be careful about. There we go. Okay, so, well, there's only one, but let's say I select it, and something was wrong. Oh, this should be get first to get the actual card, otherwise the group. And I also realized there's no string here. There's no, string. No hint message. And this probably will require a custom string. It makes the most sense. I don't think I included it in the database, so I'm gonna leave it for now, so that these appear properly. Okay, again, set. Okay, so pick between return to hand or place, right? Return to hand or place in your pendulum, one of them. I should add handling so that if there's only one, you don't need to pick. Let's say I select return hand. Okay. It's one button. So it doesn't trigger again. Okay, so here. Seasonal. Okay, we need to filter this first. Okay. So if there's more than one card in the group, the player picks which one they want to apply the effect to. Now we just need the regular select here. Only for the filter because the filter is used up here. And if there's only one card, it's gonna become that card automatically in order to pick. So. Okay, let's try again. So interesting to see how the cards are made for it though. Thank you for doing it. Also streaming, no problem. No problemo. I enjoy doing it and I enjoy streaming it, so flip. Uh, 115. So I don't know if it's actually back or not. Sorry. Okay, it's back now, I think. Okay, it's back. Okay. So I was saying, I don't know if it's probably noticeable. I'm making silly mistakes. If I'm not talking as much, is because it's a little late. I'm a little tired now, but we're almost there, so I need to like push through a bit. Okay, automatically selected. Return. Okay. So how can I do it multiple times, like quick effects to flip? Okay, I'll just edit Book of Moon. I'll make Book of Moon flip it face up. Maybe I should have done this for the start, so I don't have to pass 5 turns back and forth. Okay. Okay, so I can pick between the two. Okay. So the only thing I need to do here is change the strings. 4, 5. Let's just make a note. This one had the typo, right? Opponents and yeah. I need to update the database for those two. I'll do it afterwards. Okay. First spell done. No more spell left, and thankfully it's a pretty simple one. So Enneacraft release. Place one from your deck in your pendulum zone. Boom. That's straight up pendulum treasure. It's because you guys bash it. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. Okay, you want it to boom boom. You can only activate one. This is no once per turn. Condition self banish. This is the condition for except the 10% there. Face up. Enneacraft, it's in your extra deck, it's face up, you can add to your hand. Select it. Oh. The client just crashed. Well done. Restarting. Okay. Select add. Okay. And the first effect. Enneacraft pendulum. You got pendulum zones. Oh, sorry, it's not pendulum treasure. Pendulum treasure puts in the extra deck. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. you couldn't tell. I'm tired. So there's something to place. Okay, I mean, seems okay. From your deck. From your deck. Okay. So I need this. And then I need to pop it. Or rather, what could just do? Treasure. Speaking of which, I need to select on shuffle. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, I just realized something with this card. I need some special handling for this bullshit. Look. Luckily, I think there's a sulfur spell. Okay, so next turn I banish. Okay, that's fine. But check this out. If this zone is blocked, right, I should not be able to activate it here. Because it would block the only pendulum zone, right? So you shouldn't be able to do this. Okay, Sulfur-Cord, I think there's I remember there's a Sulfur-Cord spell at Elegance. Yes, place one. Excellent, okay. Excellent. Let me introduce this zone thing. Oops, not here. I remember updating this card, so that's why. Look at this. look at this nonsense. It's ridiculous. So this is all the spell trap zones. Place group is what you can place. Left pendulum, right pendulum, and then two, you have zones, you have something to place. Oh, is this? What? That? Oh, okay, it's for this. Oh, that's so dumb. This has extra handling because it needs to check for both. Okay, we might be able to simplify it. Name says Draco face, so reveal one. exactly. Check. Check for special summoning. Okay. Yeah, that's why Esophagus removes both zones, because the other infect places too. Right, that's the thing. Okay. This is a Boolean. Okay, if both of them are free, let's start with this. If both are free, you can do whatever you want. Otherwise, if only one is free, we need to remove that specific one. Move left. Right. Okay, let's see. So now I should be able to activate it anywhere, okay? Because even if I activate it here, this one will remain free. If this one is blocked, I have to do it in the middle. Very nice. And then if that one is blocked, oops. That one is blocked, I have to do it here. And then if both of them are blocked, you can activate the effect. That should be okay. 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 We are finished, it seems. We don't need this up here, just up here. Okay. Okay. Let's see, one final check. Comments, because eerie, as I mentioned earlier. Place one, Enneacraft. Oops. Okay. Once activation. Thanks track of face up. Thanks name. Okay. Alright, so we're done. Oops. I'm gonna end the stream now. And then shortly after, hold on, I need to not forget to do these. Shortly after, I'm gonna add the cards to EDOPro, so for everybody to get. I'm dropping frames again. Okay, well, it's back. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like it again. Yeah. Take care. See you probably on Monday. They're probably gonna reveal a killer tune. It's my guess. So I'm probably gonna do it on the same day, on Monday. So see you then. Bye bye. Take care.